been interesting. Neuro was telling me, I've told the story a lot on stream, so sorry for those of you getting it for like a repeat appearance, but for the folks in Vibe chat, this is a new story for you. Neuro was telling me at BlizzCon, this is when he was kind of formulating the idea for his like samurai streams or whatever, that he feels he doesn't play StarCraft as well on days where he's done other stuff that has mentally depleted him in any way. And at the time I'm like, I don't really know, Neuro, like I'll try it, whatever. And did I not good luck? Oops. So anyway, I did my first one. I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it, right? Like, I think Neuro's a smart guy. If he's saying this helped him and it might help me, then I'm gonna try it, right? And I felt like I was playing freaking amazing on Saturday when I streamed. Oh my God. Like, it felt like I wasn't even that rusty. And then today, is my first day back to like streaming after I've worked a whole day. And I'm like, oh God, everything feels terrible. My brain is sludgy. How long of a break? Yeah, it was probably about 6 months. I think it was like October last time I was like very seriously practicing. And it wasn't because like I wasn't having fun with the game or anything like that. I was looking for a house. And just doing real estate stuff is a pain in the ass and takes forever. And then like it ended up going into the holidays and just it was a big meme. I'm glad it's over.
That'll cost more.
And one of my coworkers is actually going through all of it now too, and I was just talking to her about it. Like, yeah, it's not a party. Like you're gonna be stressed out for a while. Hang in there. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing as last game. So trying to open with 7 Adept Pressure, and I'll probably stop talking to chat as much in a second here and just try to like really cleanly execute the build. Because I already sort of explained like what I'm gonna try to do, right? And then the bit that's going to be new for me is not having my tech just like in plain sight. G3A14, go. It's time. It's time, dude, do it. Make the lady. It's time to make the lady. Oh, no, I'm doing the bad thing. Build the tech up here. Force of habit, y'all. It's powerful. Keep making workers. And chill out. Shade her immediately. She can hang out. There is a third, so we can send Proby home. This makes another adept. This whole position's here. I want badly to finish my wall, but I can't yet. There weren't links yet, so we feel okay. And I could conceivably wall if I were really paying attention, right? We're gonna need another adept. We want to count drones here. This is like the part of the build where it gets really dicey because you have a lot to do in a very short time period. Count drones. I think that's like 9 or 10, so that's plenty. We're gonna send her home. We already started this. Cool, now we need 2 gates. I think the gateways are late. Not that late. I'm actually cutting probes on accident. Oh shoot, this is what I keep doing wrong. Okay, so the gates were late. I just messed up my saturation. And I think we need a chrono here, but I don't have one. Because it's not going to finish in time for this, right? And we don't want to be waiting on... We want to be waiting on the gateways, not the cooldown on the first gate. And we need a chrono into that too. Ideally not directly underneath an overlord, but I'll take what I can get at this point. Oh gosh darn it. I might have to start building this like in the place where I used to build it, because the macro and the rest of the build is slipping with me trying to teach myself something new here. Kind of sucks. I built the pylon. This overlord is scouting the entire universe right now.
We need more pylons.
Yeah, so like you can't hit late with this. It just does not work to hit late with 7 adept. It's just super duper bad if you do it that way. So I want to like fake wall in for a second. We've seen nothing of what opponent's doing really. I just kind of trusted that they were being honorable because they had their bases at the normal time. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I'll fight these though. This is fine. You want to like keep... You want to keep not respecting my adepts? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I let that finish. Whoops. Oh no.
Need more minerals.
Are these still getting damage done? Sure, okay. That is a very Arto pylon that we got going. Did we get any kind of scout? Okay, the layer's making. They have Bane tech. Okay. So we got a decent scout there. Don't make this immortal. Make that instead. Thank you. I need to make a choice about this pylon, and I think I'm gonna kill it. So let's bust that down. Because otherwise it's gonna take too long to elevator all my stuff out, right? Is it Hydra or Muta? Which one?
Can't warp that in.
Okay, you are the adept that holds the door. You have a very special job. The rest of you, go kill. You go over here. Y'all go over this way. You go there and turn into a thing. We are going to need a couple more of these. I actually need to warp in right now.
The firstborn shall persevere.
What did we see with that scout? That looks Expire Tech, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a warp in round of oh yeah, and it's all links, right? So we're gonna do a warp in round of Stalkers. Safety against the Nidas. We want to shade a couple over here. Ah, it was way too late. Oh, that's a lot of Banes.
I think we need more pylons.
We gotta really watch the army here. I don't know if I did it.
Find out a mineral.
Until this, it's decent, right? You know, maybe splitting would be the move here. You know, instead of just like trying to rely on force fields. Everybody attack the plate. Yes, that was the move. Did we ever figure out what that was? It's hydrogen. Okay. GG. Nice. Okay, so some very sloppy play there, but we got it done, right? So the big things in the engage, I like could not. There's a really funny moment, and I want to get to it and explain what I was thinking because I couldn't articulate it in words, and I also couldn't prevent it from happening. Like, do you ever have your body just like literally like you're like do the thing that I mean and not what you're doing right now, right? It was one of those where like it just felt like my body was this lead weight, and I couldn't make it do the smart thing no matter what. And it's coming up right here. So right here, right? I'm like, okay, what we gotta do. Oh, was that you, X2AMX? Are you 2AM? Oh, right on. GG. Yeah, I was looking at a couple of points in this game where I think that you were like this close to just absolutely steamrolling me. And I think it was because like you were controlling your army really well and I wasn't. So I was about to talk through that. GG's. It's always cool when people pop into chat after. Okay, so at this moment, right? I see the Bane's making. I see the drones running away. And I'm thinking, okay, my army is attacking this base and this is stupid, right? Oh god, yeah, in terms of like your read on this, the Overlord is flying around. I'm like, Oh my god, like everything that I'm doing is directly beneath this son of a bitch. Like this overlord is seeing everything. I'm like, I really want to chrono boost my glaives, and the overlord like flies towards the twilight, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't chrono boost my glaives right now. And I like make the robo, and the overlord flies back down over the robo. I'm just like, oh god. I'm trying to get better at hiding my tech from Zerg, but it ain't working. But anyway, okay, this moment, right? So I'm like, okay, Aerith, you need to not do the normal thing you do where you click the army button and the A button and the move. Don't just A move your army because it'll attack this space. You need to walk down and attack these banelings. And in my head, I'm thinking this is dangerous, but important to do because if they all pop, you got a force field, right? And then it happens, right? So I finally, like, I move command my army down, right? And they all pop and they run away. And I'm freaking out at this point, right? I'm freaking out hardcore. And then they come back in a second, but my screen is up here, right? And the only thing I can think is, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, force field, force field, force field. Hang on, wait, let me find the moment. Let me find the moment. So they come back, right? And I'm like, you must force field this out. You need a line of force fields right here. Ideally, like this way, right? So you just scoop all these lings up and let the Banes just sit on the sidelines. And I could not, for the life of me, move my camera. Watch me try to force field, like, I'm trying to shoot force fields, like, off screen. Hang on. So, like, I don't even know how I'm placing force fields up here, right? But I could not do this in that moment. My body wouldn't do it, and I don't know why. I was too panicked. Yeah, see, then you see the camera, like, fly up, because I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna work. I need to place them up here, and I can't now, right? I guess I got like just enough of them to funnel it a little bit, but like look at how much I'm losing here. This is really, really bad. It isn't like I don't have the sentries to make this fight be okay for me. I just did not have the control. I actually thought at this point that you'd gotten too many good Bane hits and that I wasn't going to be able to do it. And then I think I saw the Hydrotech building when it was like just a tiny, tiny little bubble of icky Zerg stuff. And I thought it was a Spire, so I was kind of freaked out about that too. I wouldn't have made the Stalkers otherwise. My like awareness in the game was really poor. I might have missed some chat. CJB was talking about the previous game that reading the Spire without seeing it's more impressive. Yeah, I did have a good read on it that game. I think I've just been trying to pay more attention in streams and really try to get a feel for the things that happen in the game and also the things that the streamers call out as important. I think you engaged too soon. Interesting, huh? Let me look at the everyone vision again. Yeah, I mean, you're up a good amount of workers here. And I've killed a base, but you do have a fourth. So you're thinking you wait for Bane speed? Shouldn't worry about hiding the Twilight in the main if you aren't making a stalker to deny the vision. They'll have 2 nearby OVs. Just do what you're used to. Okay. Yeah, let's give that a whirl, Romulus. That's not a bad idea. Because you're right, I'm not getting a stalker in the build anyway, so I may as well just be like, hey look, I'm 7 adepting you, can you out control me? And maybe at this level it's good enough because my adept control is a little bit above average. Or at least it will be once I'm back in form. It was when before I went on hiatus. Yeah, so this is a really interesting spot for 2 a.m., right? Like Bane speed almost done. You have a 4th base, but not a 3rd base. Your drones can't mine, like all of these drones can't mine efficiently, but you still have them. So you're still economically ahead if you don't die, right? And then I guess the question is, what bad things can I do to, like, what can the Protoss do to the Zerg in this position? That's going to be damaging. So, I mean, I guess the next thing is I'm going to come up here, I'm going to kill this base, and I'm going to force field the ramp, and your drones are going to get gobbled up, right? But if you're just waiting for the Banes to pop, maybe. Or for the Bane speed to pop, rather. How close is it? Or did I... Wait, is it done? Yeah, it's done now. Oh, so you're saying... Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying after the initial fight, you re-engaged too soon. And I think your hand was kind of forced there. But you're talking about here, right? So So I killed a third. There's nothing you can do about that. So wise to give that up. I agree. Make a million Banes. Good. Because now it's like, you've done all you can as the Zerg, right? And you just got to hope the Protoss doesn't control well here. Yeah, I think rolling in slow is probably bad. I think if you roll in with speed, I probably... Yeah, this is a very good call out, actually. This is sick. I'm gonna drop a stream marker for this. Because it's not often you have your opponent pop into the game, or pop into chat after a game. And I think we actually figured something out about this replay. I actually think, like, for sure the Zerg wins if they just wait for speed. The only way they don't is if I identify that this thing is wiggling and I kill it in time. But I knew there were a lot of Banes and I was nervous about my approach. I don't think that I would have the balls to like walk up and click on a building. I think I'd be too scared, boy. I mean, that's a brave call. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a sick replay, actually. I think you're totally right, 2am. Yo, Blaze Fort, what's good, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. GG's again, 2am. That was fun.